95 Honda Accord, I have water leaking into the passenger side floorboard. As you can see, I have the plastic piece taken off that's right at the base of the windshield. The windshield's right here. I have a hose here. I'm going to cut that on. Water's going to flow only in this direction, out underneath the right front quarter panel, because that's where the leak is. Then I'll get inside the car and show you how it's leaking in. Now the leak is in the back right corner of the passenger side floorboard. As you can see, there's already water leaking in. So let me move the light and try to get you a better shot of what's going on. This is about the best shot I can get of water leaking through that rubber grommet. You can see it streaming down there. Now the only question is, how do I get to the back side of it to seal up that leak? To get to the back side of that grommet, you have to take off this plastic fender liner that runs on the underside of the wheel well. You don't have to take off the front tire to do that. But if you do take that tire off, it makes it easier and you got more room to work with. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the tire off. Holding that plastic piece on, you have a combination of metal screws. On mine, there were 4 across the bottom. And across the top, you have a series of plastic clips. They're also Phillips head. You just back those out a little bit. And then you can pull the clip out. And save them because you'll need them for reinstallation. And you don't have to take off all those screws and clips, just the ones on the front half. And once you do that, you can just bend it out of the way, and that'll give you enough room. And right here's the problem. This is the rubber grommet that we saw water leaking on the back side of it. I'm not sure if the rubber's cracked or if it's just dried out over the course of 24 years and it's just not sealing tightly against the metal. But for whatever reason, water is leaking in at this grommet. I'm going to cut that hose on again for just a second so you can see how the water pours through here over all these wires and over that grommet. Seemed like they could have designed that a little bit better to not put electrical wiring directly in the path of draining water, but that's how it was done. The plan now is to clean this grommet up as best I can, let it completely dry. Then I'm going to put silicone sealant all around the outside edge, on the inside and the outside, and then let that dry completely and I'll test it again, and hopefully that's going to solve the problem. A day later and everything's dry, so I'm going to seal it up with silicone. I'm going to put it on the inside and the outside. And it's kind of tight in here with the camera and a light and the caulking gun. So I'll come back and show you when it's all done. Here we are the next day. You can see I have everything covered with that silicone and it's dry. So I'm getting ready to test it with more water just to make sure it's not going to leak. And while I was at it, I went ahead and did the driver's side as well, because it also has a wiring harness going through a rubber grommet, same way as the passenger side. Now it's also covered in silicone, and I don't have to worry about a leak developing on the driver's side. I've got the hose in the same spot as yesterday's. Now when I put that silicone on, I loaded it up pretty good right in here, and that was to try and stop the water from draining right on top of that grommet, and that seems to be working. So I'm going to let it run for a while and then check inside for leaks. That water's been running for about 10 minutes. And right up there is the grommet where it was leaking in. And it is bone dry. And no water has leaked in from anywhere else. So I'm going to say that we found the problem and fixed it. If you need to remove the plastic cowl at the base of the windshield, take the windshield wiper arms off first. They're 14mm nuts that hold those on. Then you have a series of plastic clips across the top. You can loosen those with a Phillips head screwdriver, and then those will pull straight out. And then across the bottom, you have clips that are hidden in this weather stripping. There's one of them right there. If you have a prying tool like this, that's perfect for it, or you can use a flathead screwdriver and those just pry straight up. Then you can take this whole piece out. I have several videos posted related to the search for this water leak, how to take out the glove box, how to take out your car's computers, how to take out the seats and carpet. My carpet was so saturated underneath, I had to take it completely out of the car to get it properly dried out. And if you need to remove this cover right here, it just pops off. There are 3 clips that hold it on back, and you can pop those off with a long flathead screwdriver. So that's how you get that out of the way. I'll put links to all those videos down below, just in case you need to take all this out if you're searching for a water leak. Hope this helps you out, and if you made it to the end, thanks for watching.